Just when I thought OPPO was done launching TWS earphones for the year, they launched the W51s, and they sure look good on a spec front. But are these more expensive W31s really worth those extra bucks? Hi guys, I'm Paul, and if you like what I'm doing on my channel, remember to like, share and subscribe. OPPO's unboxing experience across the Enco line has had a similarity across them all so far, giving them that sibling sort of feel. You get these buds in kind of a large footprint case, some literature, a charging cable and 4 sets of extra ear tips. Mediums on the earbuds and large, small and extra small in the box, which you'll need when you're figuring out how important a seal is with the ANC. The W51s come in a squircle style case, which for some reason OPPO decided to give a glossy finish. We all know that this kind of finish can pick up scratches and smudges over time. You can't open this case with just one hand. So far, the Enco Free is the only one that lets you do that. Upon opening the case, you see the indication light on the inside of the case, and you'd think that they would have done something different considering the W31 had the same problem. You always had to open the lid to see the indication light for syncing or to see the battery level. Turns out OPPO did correct this. There's a little LED light just next to the USB-C charging point that will let you know the level of the battery. The bud stems also come with a glossy white finish, much like the W11s, which I found quite surprising. I thought this finish would be taken from the W31, which had that white pearlescent finish which was borrowed from the Enco Free. This floral white piece has a mirror-like finish on the earbud, which goes full rainbow when light reflects off of it. The earbuds have capacitive touch controls on the upper half of the stem. A double tap on the right stem skips to next track. Answering and ending calls is a double tap on the right stem, and activating your personal voice assistant is a triple tap on either stem. Double tapping on the left stem toggles the active noise cancelling on or off. If you have an OPPO phone, you can customize some of the controls, but sadly these do not come with volume control. And another thing, this is the first TWS Enco that has wireless charging. Active noise cancelling on earbuds in this price range I did not expect, and to my surprise they're actually not bad. No doubt when it comes to tiny earbuds like these, passive noise cancellation is quite important. If your seal isn't good in the first place, the ANC is not going to work very well, which is why I think OPPO has provided not 3 but 4 different ear tip sizes so you get that perfect seal. Listening to these at home, they certainly get rid of AC and fan noises, and toggling between on and off with ANC lets you really appreciate how well it cancels out unwanted sounds. Having ANC on does give you a much cleaner and more focused experience with your music. Where the ANC does fall short though is if there's a baby crying in the house. Those upper mid frequencies tend to crawl into your media consumption, which can be a good thing. If someone's trying to have a conversation with you while your music's on and the ANC is on, nope. No conversation possible. While testing these, I've gotten a lot of dirty looks from my mom. If your music is off with your ANC on, you will get a few voices that come through. But then again, it's really important what ear tip size you use. The experience you go through is extremely crucial depending on this. Call clarity amongst most manufacturers. So I'm out here testing the OPPO Enco W51 just to see how the ANC manages in this really busy environment. I am right next to a main road, so there's a lot of honking, there's a lot of bikes going on, trucks passing by. The ANC does pretty well with this on the music front. I only have to listen to music at 30 to 50% and I can't hear any of this really in the background. But the ANC is something I want you to tell me how it sounds. So maybe if this is the environment, if you're going to use these earphones in, will these suit you or do you need something better than these? And I'll see you back in the studio. Charging time for the case takes about 80 minutes for a full charge via USB-C and 2.5 hours if you charge it wirelessly. The buds on a full charge will last you about 3.5 hours with ANC on and around 4 hours with ANC off, provided you're listening to your media at 50% volume. When you top the buds up with the case, you'll get anywhere between 20 to 24 hours of listening time. 30% volume is very comfortable if you're into soft listening. They don't really lose their kick at lower volumes, but if you do crank it up to about 50% volume, the music music does tend to open up a bit over here. These do sound their best between 60 and 70% volume. They can go a hell of a lot louder, but I would not recommend that for obvious reasons. Soundstage is focused well within your head with smooth transitioning between left and right channels. Vocals are well centered and instruments spread out well. Some percussive instruments and reverb do have a distinct sound to them, which does aid in giving your music a little more dimension. These do have decent separation between instruments and vocals, making it easy to tune into those nuances if you're into that kind of thing. But this is mainly focused more in the higher frequency range. Higher frequencies come at you with a defined but sharp edge. These sound good if you're listening to house or dance music. They can come off a bit too sharp if you're into acoustic music. Something about this range doesn't exactly sound too natural. Sibilances definitely exist, which means a vocalist's P's, T's and S's will start to split or break up. I found this frequency range to be a little too bright for my taste, but at the same time, they don't cause fatigue. Mid frequencies are certainly recessed compared to the rest of the spectrum, but it does have a natural tone to it. Male vocals do tend to sound a bit thin, but female vocals really do shine through. This kind of tuning, where the lower mids are recessed, usually is done to emphasize the bass, but at the same time, the vocals aren't lost like they are on many other earphones that try the same tuning. The mids still manage to maintain a good presence. Low frequencies have good extension and energy. It seems OPPO knows how to keep the vocals and bass well balanced without compromising too much on either range. The bass introduces a lot of fun into your listening sessions and does have a lot of body. EDM, house or anything with heavy bass really does come through with a lot of enthusiasm. It makes you forget that these earphones come with tiny 7mm drivers, which goes to show it's not really the driver size that counts, but how well the company has tuned them. So are these really worth the extra bucks compared to the W31? You get a larger case, a bigger battery, so you can listen to these for longer listening sessions. You get wireless charging and you also get active noise cancelling. These do sound a bit richer than the W31, but I'd have to compare them back to back to really be sure about that. So the few things I don't like. The case comes in a glossy finish which is begging to pick up scratches and smudges. And of course they don't have volume control, which we know their W11 and Enco Free comes with. The earbud stem comes in the same finish as the case, so these do not look as premium as the W31s. It's what's under the hood that really matters, so to say. OPPO has turned out another set of really nice sounding earphones. These are fun to listen to and they do everything they're supposed to do quite well, but are they really worth it? Considering these have an MRP of 6,999 and they're now being sold for 4,999, definitely yes. And if you're considering buying these in the European market, these go for almost twice the price at around 100 euros. These are a real value for money set, considering their features and their sound quality. And of course, you are backed with that 1-year warranty should anything go wrong. So if you've got about 5 grand to spend, these are a no-brainer. So remember to subscribe, click that bell icon for future notifications, like and share, and thank you for tuning into Paul's POV for some sound advice. Is it recording?
No.
It's not recording?
Now
It's recording. You've been recording everything, no?
now it is.
Okay, okay.
I didn't stop.
Oh, it's still recording. Oh, acha.